Next in sports, a new segment we call Madre's Corner. Stay tuned for the debut.
Not another team in the NFL had more media around them this summer than the New Orleans Saints. Some may argue more coverage on the Jets, but really getting hyped about Tim Tebow, that's just absurd. The Saints had media attention around them for legitimate reasons. What was uncovered was shocking. A team paid to knock guys unconscious and cripple players of the opposing team. Actions that cost the NFL to hand out unprecedented sanctions amongst their captain and head coach. One might argue that they already had it out for them. Others look at Drew Brees and the Hall of Fame career he's had so far and think they'll just do fine. Heading into Week 4, all isn't good in New Orleans. They're still without their head coach and found themselves buried with a 3-0 record. It didn't get easier for Who Dat Nation as they played a visit to Lambeau Field and were unable to escape with a victory that may have kept their season on by a thread. New Orleans is now last year's Philadelphia Eagles. They find themselves winless throughout Week 4. Drew Brees threw for 446 yards, and the Saints did look like the Saints of old, but when you're 0-3, it's not about how you play, it's about getting the W. The Saints lose 28-27. What looked to be such a promising season for the New York Jets is now looking to be more like last year's laughingstock of the NFL. With all the hype and media attention around the Jets they got this summer, you would actually think they'd be good. ESPN covered the Jets around the clock and actually acted like Tim Tebow could throw a football. But Tim Tebow couldn't stop the bleeding in this week's game. To add insult to injury, the Jets got embarrassed 34-0 in the hands of a San Francisco 49ers team that was playing on the road. A team without their Pro Bowl cornerback Darrelle Revis, and the lack of presence showed. Rex Ryan wasn't happy after the game either.
Here's a recipe for getting your kicked. All right, 2 for 13 on third down. That's 15%. 4 turnovers, a block punt when they rush one guy, and giving up 245 yards rushing. How's that for a recipe?
The Jets sit atop the AFC East, but it won't be long until the Patriots blow past them if they don't find a way to win. A team who has hit rock bottom, and it's not even Week 8 yet. It really doesn't get any brighter for the Jets. They play this Monday against the undefeated Texans, and they may be without their so-called #1 wide receiver, San Antonio Holmes, who suffered a knee injury. Our Cube Sports Rookie Watch is always on, and Andrew Luck had the week off, but Robert Griffin III, I keep saying it, was impressive again. He threw 26-35, throwing for 323 yards, and the rookie superstar orchestrated a game-winning drive that sealed the deal for Washington on a game-winning field goal. The Redskins steal one from the Bucs. They are at a 2-2 record. Some quick scores for you viewers at home. Atlanta wins in a crazy game against the Panthers. The Falcons looking good with Matt Ryan leading them to a 4-0 start. They kicked the last-minute field goal, barely sneaking away with the win, and what a weird one it was in Buffalo. The Bills started up 21-7, but Tom Brady says, "No, you don't," and he turned it on. Brady threw for 340 yards in the air, accounting for 3 touchdowns, and the Patriots went on to win 52-28 as Bills quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick threw for 4 interceptions in a 4-touchdown performance. Wasn't enough for a guy who's facing Tom Brady. An NFC East divisional matchup was watched by many fans across the NFL between the Giants and Eagles, and it came down to the wire. Eli Manning got the ball in his hands with seconds left, trailing in the fourth quarter, as many Giants fans will take their odds in that situation. However, Eli Manning unable to deliver. You got to question Tom Coughlin's play calling as the Giants went deep, and which was called pass interference on the Giants. You got to wonder who's at fault there. That ultimately led to a bad field goal position and a potential game-winning kick. Giants missed the kick. Eagles go on to win 19-17. Very debatable game there. That's all we have for Madre's Corner on this week's edition. Make sure to tune into next week as I will wrap up Week 5 in the NFL. Also, report on any surrounding news regarding NHL's crucial lockout. Also, make sure to check out our latest and most recent episodes on YouTube. Search NFL Wrap-Up Mike Madry. With Cube Sports, I'm Mike Madry. Back to Lauren at our studios.